and welcome back, everybody. It's Monday, which means it's a game night with Rob. How are you doing, Rob?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you? Fresh back from vacation?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Although I still think my prospects in this scenario are not looking too great. For anybody who has been following, this is we are on part two, or I guess the second playing um, of ASLOK XX scenario 2. Bydgoszcz, Coup. Hopefully, I keep being worried that I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but nevertheless, it is Polish turn 4 as far as the everything is pointing towards rally phase, and we have a crucial turn and a half to see uh, how things are going to go.
Indeed, indeed.
I'm
I
not
guess
worried. Is you can't tell it in my voice. I swear.
everything's going great. All right, well, I'll do the first big die roll of the day, reinforcements.
That's right. I'm worried here. That's for sure.
Here we go. No leader, but that's a pretty big number. That'll be two full squads and three half squads.
Oh.
Two full, three half, and where are they coming in?
Oh, that's right. The random selection on where they come in.
Random board edge
Or
on the
okay, that's not.
four.
I don't think 4 is your choice. I think that's like a 6 or
No, I
something.
think one was my choice. I gotta find the rule. Subsequent D roll. One is choice. Two north.
Fourth
Three
south edge.
east. Four south.
Where
Four
is south? South is to the left.
to the left, so
Yeah.
as far away from the festivities as possible.
Not quite, because you can come in from anywhere on the left.
That's true. That's true. They can come in anywhere on the south. Right, but let's see. So your controlled buildings, what do we got? We got here one, two. That's a victory building, right? So
Any of the
three. Is
multi-hex
it six?
ones.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
So
the
six multi buildings and the victory buildings you have to control?
yeah.
Okay. So what do you got? You got one, two,
Yeah, and we already had markers. Well, one
three.
they might have gotten disappeared there, but there was a few. We already had a few markers for the.
Yeah, we had Polish markers down for the victory buildings, which I
Yeah,
think is
I'll
this
just put
guy, and this guy.
this,
Yeah,
that, and this one.
right. Okay.
Yeah, and then any of the ammo gun counters that I have captured, essentially just reduce that
Right.
number.
They count for so that guy counts for a VP,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
you
So
got
instead
it.
of 6, it's 5, and then these ones, um, I have the two wagons, and
Right.
presumably I have I have all three wagons. Only one of them has ammo and the artillery piece, but I've got to actually move them, and I couldn't because I only got in there at the end of the turn.
Right. 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 Done. It's all coming back. All right. So let's see. What do we got in the dead pile? We can reuse nothing. So I need a 337. Where do we have one of those? Are there any living 337s on the map? It's not a bad question. Here. Okay. So clone him. Move him over there. Clone him again. And then 127. Clone him up. And then clone him. Okay. Where are they going to come in? Let's see. They could make life interesting in the big melee. So we got
I
three
think
full squads.
I think no matter where they go, they'll make life interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I can't get even odds in there though. That's gross. Put down. Like that should do.
Sounds good.
Okay. Wind change.
Ooh, unfortunately, there's no blazes. And there's no flames, so it won't do anything.
Right. But we did roll to 12.
Mm-hmm. Getting them out of the way.
Yeah, that was a perfectly good time for a 12. That's right. All right. There's got to be a chart for that somewhere.
For 12, yeah, but it's just all it does is it creates
It's
gusts.
just
And
oh,
gusts,
12 is gusts, right? That's
yeah,
not going to do anything.
yeah. So it creates gusts, and for our purposes, it doesn't do anything. If we could drop smoke, then you can't place infantry smoke, and I believe
Right.
any
It's the directional arrow that has a plus. The three directions with a plus.
the three directions with the plus. You
Right. You
mean?
have a mile. Yeah. If you look at the wind direction counter, there's
Oh yeah, yeah.
modifiers on,
That
and the
stays the
plus
same.
directions you can't place smoke. I know that because I played an interesting scenario where that was the direction of attack down a single
Oh.
road for American paratroopers, and I rolled wind change on turn one and lost the game. Couldn't play smoke. Oh my
It's
gosh.
like it's like
Anyway,
getting smoke artillery, and you don't land it on the first turn, so it doesn't makes everything harder.
right. Exactly. Okay, so that's that. That's that. All right. Where do I have broken cats? I know I got them. All right. That guy has a leader. That guy does so. I think my only self rally attempt is here. Partisan self rally. I think the answer is no. Right.
Everybody can self rally, because
Okay.
it's the one you get for free, right?
Right. The one freebie.
Yeah.
All
So
right. He'll give it a go there.
+4.
And
So
J2.
yeah.
Go go.
Oh.
And let's see. I have a guy with a leader down on E2.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a -1 leader. He's in a building. So he needs 4. It looks like
8 or less.
8.
Like a final as a final. So yeah, 4 because it's +2 or +4 down 2.
Yeah. Hey,
Nice.
heroes up. Heroes up. That was kind of good. Well, I guess depending on your point of view.
That's right. I have nothing to celebrate yet.
That's right. Okay, and I think I just look around so I don't screw up. I think that's all I have.
Looks like it.
Over to you, sir.
I have 2, so I'll try the weaker guy first. Nope. And over in I4 on the upper part, I will get the guy in I4, so I get a half squad back, and that is
Ferocious half squad.
all I can cheer for.
Okay. So I think that's it for rally phase activities.
Mm-hmm.
Clicking over to prep fire. All right. Do we want to prep fire? Let's see what we got. What we got? So that's still a melee in BF1? Or was that not a melee?
In yeah, it's still a melee. There's sniper counters on
Still,
top
oh,
of
there
it.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we got there? We can take a 12 up 2. Into the melee. Or we could take it at your DC guy. He's dangerous, dude. I'm going to shoot to the melee here from E2.
Sure.
12 up 2. Gross.
10 on 12. Pin test check. You want to do your guy first?
Well, my guy first coming in.
It's fine. I'm going to do my leader first. He's okay. Guy with the DC. He's fine. 2 half squads in the middle. They're both pinned. And then the full squad is fine.
Okay, so we pinned 2 half squads. Yay, us. Okay, let's see who else we got. We got the medium here. Are you moving or is he shooting? Are you moving or are you shooting, Tex? It's melee there. He's the only guy who haven't that already. J1 will shoot at E1.
Sure.
8 up 3.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty gross. No love.
Oh.
And these guys up here. What do we got? 6, 7, 11. Fire grouping here. 11 up 2.
11. Isn't it 9?
4, 4, 8, 9. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Cheating bastard, Rob. 2. Oh, God, math. Math is, it shouldn't be math. 9 up 2. Cowering, so.
They'll cower
2.
twice because you got greens. Instead of 9, it cowers from 8 to 6 to 4. It's still 6 on 4, still a normal morale check. Leader breaks. Squad. 1 squad breaks. And then the other 2 take pin test checks, and they're both pinned.
Okay. That was pretty gross. For a double cower.
Yeah, definitely not improving my odds of winning here.
Yeah, it's going to kind of cut down your firepower a bit, huh?
A little bit.
Okay. Movement phase. I'm in AF2, getting rid of CX.
Sure.
Assault move.
Okay.
Now, before I finish movement, there's only a second floor in the staircase hex. Is that correct? Was that an
Yeah.
SSR?
That's just normal. If there's ever a building that has a large square in it, it's the only hex that has stairs.
That has, right? I don't have to worry about you running around upstairs for the rest of the game, right?
Well, in this case, I will be able to run around upstairs because I'm already upstairs, right? But if you were to chase after me,
Wasn't that? That's what I was saying. Isn't there an SSR that it's all single story except where there's a staircase? It said something like that, or am I misremembering? I thought
question.
there was something about Maybe I'll remember a
Buildings
different
with a printed
scenario.
stairwell have ground level and level 1 accessible only. Yeah, it's still there's still a second level. It's just only accessible by a printed stairwell.
Only access. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha. All right, so you're gonna run around and be annoying.
which
Fine.
which is strange because the way that it's written, it's like all buildings are ground level except the ones with the printed stairwell. So I guess it's just to differentiate from like E4, F4, E5, where that doesn't have a printed stairwell. So it's ground floor only. But
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. It's
but
okay.
there's
That's
so
all
many
good.
of them that have stairwells. So
All right. So E3. Let's see. He will not be able to cut off that guy's route no matter what he does. All right. So uh, from here, bypass one, two hex signs.
well, as you bypass E2, I'll take that shot from the pin guys.
Okay.
They're gonna combine for 3 down 2. Pretty sure that doesn't do anything.
Okay. Oh yes, pretty bad shot. All right. So that was one, two.
Sure.
Okay. What is that next? These guys here. What are they? These guys here in AK2.
Mm-hmm.
Two,
Okay.
four,
Sure.
not cooperating. Six.
I don't think. Can you do 6? Because your greens only have 3 movement when
Oh,
they.
these are. I keep
Hold on.
thinking these are regular
Uh,
cats.
no, Sorry, I'm thinking of the other one because it's conscripts that don't get that only get 5. I think. Um. All right. Well, I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll try a shot from H3. It's halved down 2, so 1.5 down 2. There's a
Oh,
good
see, I
shot.
keep going too far. Okay.
K1. K1 from H3.
Oh, you rolled already. Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 4, so 4 down 2. 2 on 1.5 is a K1.
Gross. So that casualty reduces him.
Well, it's random selection, so it could be the leader that just
Oh,
takes a wound.
perfect. Leader, squad.
All right. Well, they both take it then. That's unfortunate. That's not what I expect.
That is.
So then he takes wound severity. So
Wound severity for the leader.
so he's fine. He's just wounded, and then the half squad takes a 1 morale check.
One MC for the halfie is broken. I gotta tell you, I am not a fan of these deluxe boards.
It does.
I'll tell you what keeps happening is I zoom in so that the counters look normal,
Hmm.
and then I'm looking at two squares.
Yeah.
Or two. I'm not looking at the board. I didn't even see that guy.
I kind of wish that there was a way in Vassal And I'm sure there is, and you just need to like bring it up with Doug and whoever does the maps. Uh, but I wish that there was a way to deluxe or undeluxe boards, because you can do the opposite. You can take any regular board and increase the size, but you can't do anything to
Oh,
reduce the size of a board.
of a deluxe board. Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean,
eh,
I would have never given you that shot for nothing. That's no,
I just thought
the
you were
whole
being
point of this
aggressive.
move was no, no. The whole point of this move was so that they couldn't shoot me, and I just
Right,
walk across the street.
right.
Yeah, and I saw, I was looking at this guy. He's blocked. I never even saw that guy. He zoomed off the map. Anyway, I'll stop bitching and moaning and keep moving now.
I think it's valid.
Okay, these guys down here, the little halfy guys. We'll go 1,
Sure.
bypass 2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Sure.
and the full squads. We'll go. Let's make sure we get all of them. Now, these guys, before I do this again, these guys have full movement or half or 3 movement points?
Partisans always have 4.
They have 4. Okay.
Yeah, because they're not counted as like any lesser type of unit or whatever.
Gotcha. All right. So they'll go. Let's make sure we get the stack. 1, 2, 4.
Sure.
Okay. So they fire. That guy's stuck there. They're there. And that guy moved. That guy moved. Defensive.
Nothing for me to do. Advanced fireface.
Okay.
Everybody's preoccupied.
Indeed. All right, advancing fire. He's not going to shoot because that's a waste of time. He broke in the middle of the street because that was a retarded move. Down here, we want to shoot into the melee. What would we have? We'd have a 6 up 3. That's a waste of time.
Still think you should get penalized for shooting at your own guys. Like, you should suffer a morale loss for that.
I am very against shooting your own people, but lost my last tournament game because of a well-timed shoot your own people shot. So now I'm a fan. I've been converted to the dark side. Okay.
Yeah,
So
tournament's the bane of ASL's existence.
Indeed. All right, advance phase. This guy will go upstairs with you.
Well, hold on there. We got routes first.
Oh, duh.
You got a couple guys, or one guy to route, I think.
All right, so we got a guy in the middle of the street with a leader. He's got a boogie. So they will go. Please select the stack. Why won't you select the stack? 1, 2.
Sure.
They'll continue to there. 3, 4.
Okay. As for my own, since I think that's it, I'm gonna have these guys in G2 go to F2.
Okay.
And then these guys are just gonna stay where they are, and nobody else needs to move. So advances.
Okay, advance phase. So now we'll go upstairs. Give us a chance to get rid of that guy. Let's see. We'll go there. That was J1.
Sure. Yeah.
It can make sense to let you blast him for the opportunity of you shooting somebody who doesn't matter and keeping you DM.
See, that's assuming that those guys don't matter.
That's true.
I can still technically shoot at anybody else.
Well, that's true. Well, of course, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that. Guys in BC3 moving into the building.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and let's see. Where do we want to go? Yeah, we're gonna everybody in the pool. Everybody in the pool. I'm aware of how dumb that is. It's fun. These guys will go there. And I guess that's it for the advanced phase. Running out of cats.
Sounds good. We go to CC. I don't think there's any new CCs. So we just have what's going on. So your choice.
All right, I'll start up in L2.
For
the
sure.
Ammo dump. So what do I got?
2 to 3. So 1 down,
2 to
2. Or
3,
sorry, 1 to 2.
Also known as a 1 to 2.
And I'm fighting at the ever so strong 3 to 2.
Indeed. So let's see. We want to stay alive there and just hold you up. So we will not declare hand to hand.
I don't
This
think
is
you
what
can you. I'm forgetting if.
haven't we been-
Oh no, wait, because it's deluxe. Yes, deluxe you can.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking it had to be an SSR.
Yeah. Okay. So we will not declare hand to hand in that square. So
Wow.
of course I'll roll a 5 now. Here we go. Roll an 8. Didn't matter.
I did not get anything.
Okay, but if I declared hand to hand, I would have been dead. So. Okay, down here and on board B in D1.
D1, all right.
So I have 8 pips, and you got 3 3-pippers.
Yeah.
So let's see. So I got 8 to 9. So we don't want to go 1 to 2. That's crazy talk. So if I go 8 to 6, that'd be a 3 to 2, correct?
No. You'd have to, because it'd be.
A 5 to 3 is not a 3 to 2,
Yeah.
right? We would need a 9. So 8 to 6 would still be a 1 to 1. All right, we'll go 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 2.
Sure.
No hand to hand.
I'm just gonna do 1 to 1 against. Well, actually, you can't rescind hand to hand. Once.
So we're in hand to hand already.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I'll stay 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 2.
Sure.
All right. 1 to 1, gotcha. 1 to 1, gotcha. 1 to 2, didn't get you.
Yeah, I didn't get anything.
That one didn't go so great for you.
No, but that's been pretty typical for the CC this game.
Yeah. The CCs have been swingy, and your sniper has been gobsmackingly awesome.
The sniper? No, I don't think he's. I don't think
He-
he's done anything.
He smashed me in this hex. Remember?
Oh yeah, that one time. Sure, yeah.
Killed my. He emptied the hex out basically.
Uh,
All right. So
no. Anyways, yeah.
I got 2 halves and a 1 and a leader, so I got 8 pips. You got a 2 pip, a leader, a 3 pip. So So you got 6 and 2 1/2, right? So you got 7 total. And I have 4
I have
with a -1. I count right?
I have 8.
2. Yeah.
I have
You
8
got
on
8.
defense, but
Yeah.
6 or 7 on attack.
8 on defense, 7 on offense.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. So I got 3, 6, 7, 8. So I'll take the 1-to-1 -1. No hand to hand.
Yeah, there's no hand to hand.
No hand to hand.
I'm gonna target
Well,
the.
I'm thinking if I want to declare hand to hand.
Oh, gotcha.
If I declare hand to hand there and win at this point, you're in big trouble. Now, if I declare hand to hand and lose, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, I'll declare hand to hand 1-to-1 -1.
Sure. I'm gonna target. Well, who's your leader stacked with?
Reader is stacked with. Oh, he's stacked with nobody. He moved in with the 337s, so he'll be with a 337.
Okay, so I'll target him, the 337 he's stacked with, and a second 337, just so it's a 1-to-1.
Got it. All right, here we go. All right, I got you.
All right, well, I think that's pretty much game at this point, because there's nothing I
those
can
were
do.
pretty devastating, yeah.
Because if I have to, well, first off, I don't have anybody left to try and like go take buildings because everybody's broken. So I can't prevent anything there. You get reinforcements for at least one more turn, and you can probably have them come in just about anywhere and take buildings back. So yeah, I think that seals it. I just lost way too many guys, especially in CC, but just lost way too many guys.
Yeah, that turn was devastating. I mean, I think that was about half of your starting force. You just lost in 2 die rolls.
Somewhere around. Well, the reinforcements at least.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and
Very unfortunate.
I think you pointed out, sir, that this was a horribly imbalanced scenario
Oh
when
yeah,
we
yeah,
started playing it. So now we know why. Like 2 good reinforcement rolls, and it's all over.
Pretty much, and it's why like I can't really like I'm annoyed because I did feel like I could have done it could have been a little bit closer, um, but the fact that I lost, well, the fact that I didn't get anything at all in 3 melees is kind of just really annoying. Same thing with like these guys breaking, even on a double cower, and
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
like above, like I know one of these guys I was kind of expecting for them to break, but I never got to get them back and rally, and yeah, they're just not good. Like I only have 7 zeros, and they're not they're nice to try and rally, but outside of the basic rallies, like there's too many buildings, so everybody's stuck everywhere else. It's just very been very unfortunate, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a tough one for the Axis side. That's really tough.
Yeah, I think to give people an idea of this scenario, so somehow it's got a rating of 5.2, which I don't understand. That's in 5 votes, so out of 5 different people, it's average, which I very much disagree with. And of all the plays, there's only been 10 games apparently ever registered, and 9 of them have gone to the Polish. So it kind of gives you an idea as to who is winning this one.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
even
and there's your
think.
close combat rolls right there. They're awful.
Yeah, the
And I bet
CC
you mine.
rules.
I bet you mine are the opposite.
Oh yeah, 5.8.
5.8. Yeah.
And that's not taking into account the previous game, which you know what, since I can, so there's a, where is that, did I put it, sorry, I have to try and find this thing because it's such a useful tool, and it's great, and I don't even know if you can like find it anymore. Is it Vassal template? Might actually be this one. So there's a tool out there that existed a long time ago, and you might be able to still get it. But essentially, what the program does is you can feed it log files, and it will give you data based off of those log files. I'm pretty sure you can append multiple logs, which is great. Um,
Uh,
so you can really get into like if you really like analyzing your play, you can, and if you want to be able to blame dice in an even more professional way, it allows you to do that. So if I analyze the log file from last time, what do we got here? Um, yeah, you rolled 21 sevens out of 80. Uh, yeah, the average I think for me was 7.2. Yours was 7.1. I'm trying to see. Do I have what was CC? What do we got here? Average, yeah. So for me it was 7.3, and you 7.2. But critically, I think you rolled way more in the lower end than I did. Apparently, I rolled a 2 in CC once, but anyways, all to say that your dice were much better in CC than mine were, and yeah, I think even like morale checks. Yeah, I rolled 2 12s. That was also a thing I remember. But anyways, yeah. So that's gonna be it.
yeah, not the most even scenario in the world,
No, unfortunately.
especially with the variable reinforcements. And I mean, in 4 turns, the reinforcement rolls, which is that's my other roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled really good twice for reinforcements.
Yeah.
I think on
Um.
the turn, on the first reinforcement turn, if I recall,
Mm-hmm.
I had a really good roll, and then on, I guess this is the fourth reinforcement turn, I had another really good roll, and I had no really bad rolls. So
I think it starts on turn 2. Is it?
yeah, so I
Yeah.
rolled on turn 2, 3, and 4, and 2 of the 3 were really good, and
Yeah.
one wasn't terrible.
Yeah, and you get a free hero, and the 8-1 really helped out. Um,
Yep,
the
it
hero
really
really
helped
helps
out.
out, especially once
And
you
I
get
mean,
into
if we look
CC.
even this critical turn, I mean, this entire melee result was because I got 2 full squads in reinforcements.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah. So, and I think I know I mentioned this last time, but I also really don't understand the balance provisions in this scenario.
Yeah,
I don't think the Polish need a SAN of 7. I think that's just very harsh because your SAN is already 5. So does it matter if you increase it to 7? Probably not. And even if you do, the sniper is already very strong because you're guaranteeing either to break something, kill something, or to prevent them from moving. And all three of those are great results for the scenario at hand. Um,
right,
so
right.
so I don't really think that needs a buff. Frankly, I think it's hard to argue that this scenario needs the Polish to have an extra balance thing. Um, but I could see them like maybe they start with their MMGs undm'd. That's probably the only thing I could think of because it does waste a turn for you
Yeah,
to
you lose a turn of MMGs. Yeah, yeah.
like
And
you have to pick
I
them
guess
up.
with the German balance, I mean, the German victory conditions are nutso.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if it was control 4 buildings instead of 6, it'd be more agreeable. Um, because
Right, or keep the 6 victory points and make it only 2 of the 3 victory buildings, like that you could concentrate your attack a little bit.
yeah, maybe do 2 and 4. I still think 6 is too much because
6 is a lot.
the
Yeah, I was
Polish
just thinking the ammo counters are pretty easy for you to grab if you focus on those. They can't move on the first turn.
they can't, but you can't set up next to them. Like
That's true.
you can't get
That's true.
close enough where you can reasonably capture them. Um, I think too. There's a road hex. Those guys enter as reinforcements. Yeah, I think it's also strange that the not the reinforcements for the Germans, but it says for the setup, it's like set up in unoccupied buildings. But you can't, like, there's no building where you can really be in outside of the ones you're already setting up in.
Hmm.
So I mean, I guess like
Yeah.
I would shorthand it to just like you can't set up in an objective building. I don't even think that would really matter because if you were setting up in an objective building, you would just immediately come in under melee in a lot of circumstances. But that's I guess another thing. But yeah. Anyways, that is unfortunately going to be the end. Oh, I think that was the other thing. I don't understand why the Germans would want to blow up the ammunition dump because you can
So,
try to destroy it with a demo charge,
rules- yeah. Why
but
would you want to blow up the ammo dump, right? And then what is the story with the ammo dump rearming unarmed? Like, so you'd have to, the German would have to capture prisoners. Those prisoners would then have to escape, make it back to the ammo dump, and then they'd be rearmed. It seems a little edge.
I remember I do know, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just trying to see what the exact wording is in this. Um, these partisans, Polish army. Is it the last thing? Polish wagons may not move on turn one. Any unarmed unit that ends its movement phase in hex becomes TI and is considered rearmed. Yeah, like, and I guess so. I wasn't really thinking about it, and there is technically like I could have done that, because armed civilians are considered lax. It does. Actually, you know what? Now that I say that, I don't think it's lax that I'm thinking of. Do they get any natives for lax? No. There. So the green troops, right? The ones that you start off with, which isn't the majority, or at least it's the majority at the start, but it's not the majority overall. Are green, so they are inexperienced, which means if I tried to capture them, I would get a -2 automatically for any capture attempts, which in and of itself is great, right? Like, uh, -2, there's no reason not to take that. And I can understand why that would be the reason why,
Hmm.
if your guys, but I would have to. So in actually, I'm gonna end this log file so I don't mess with any stats or anything. But essentially, we're talking about how, like, if I had units in C4, I would have to run across a street into a building that you occupy, melee you or CC you, and capture you, then presumably get into another CC with other of your units, which would be a bad idea right away,
Right.
lose that CC, and then your guys would have to take 1 or 2 turns to get to the ammo. Like,
To get rearmed.
there's just so much there that, like, you're losing 3 turns, or 2 turns at least of
Right,
actions
right,
with the
and the
squad.
Polish player only has 5 turns, so I was like, this is like this entire scenario was constructed around this ammo dump, and it's like the most edge case
Mm-hmm.
possibility. It's yeah, it seemed
and
a little goofy.
and you can lose the ammo dump and not be penalized for it.
Right,
Like all
right.
it
It doesn't do
does,
anything.
yeah. So, um, ironically, there is I'm sure there's a universe where we were playing this and somehow we got a blaze going, like we got a flame or whatever, and then because of the gust, created a blaze in the
Right,
explosive X. I'm sure there's a universe out there where we do that, but
where that happened. That's
yeah,
right.
but it doesn't really do anything anyways. If I look up the rules for ammo dumps, let me see. Is there anything else here? Ammo vehicles, same applies to that. It immediately explodes as if it were yeah. So essentially, like, the ammo dump could explode. It would count as a Goliath, which means you have to check the Goliath rules. which, what does that say for us? It'd be a 36 firepower explosion. So essentially, it would be a DC, like a set DC that explodes where the ammo dump is, which this SSR says you can destroy it with a DC. But why would you put a demo charge on an ammo dump
On an animal
that's gonna
child.
explode as a DC? So, anyways, very very strange stuff.
Yeah, just
Yeah, and like a Polish player initially controls all buildings is particularly annoying because it means you have to run around and kind of waste a turn as the Germans. Um, but yeah, like I think if we'd gotten to turn 5 and you get reinforcements, I do think it gets a little closer. Like if I hadn't lost everybody, because in terms of buildings, I do have C4 at the bottom. I have the C2 building in the middle, and then I have at least 4 buildings on the upper portion, on the upper section of this scenario. So
right.
I do have the objective. I don't have the other buildings, unfortunately. Although arguably the one in the middle is neutral right now because my guys aren't dead yet. But yeah, like there's something changing there, and I don't know if I really want to put that much more brain power into it.
Right, that's right. That's right. I think we thought about this one long enough. It's
Yeah,
pretty bad. I
it's
think
bad.
our result confirms the 9-1 that you found reported prior to us playing it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we've confirmed that that seems about right. nine
yeah,
to one.
exactly. I would not want to see this in a tournament.
No,
Um,
no, absolutely not. And especially with the variable reinforcements, it's just a crapshoot.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna end it here. For the viewers, as always, thank you. Unfortunately, it's a short one. I was hoping we could set up for a second one, but time and all that I think got away from us. And it was holiday weekend, so we'll just have to contend with that today. Should have something this coming Saturday, and yeah, Rob and I should have hopefully something next week. So until then, see you later.